This is Dawn Reby from Excellence in Analytics, and I'm really excited to be here today with Carina Lawson, who is the owner CEO of Ponder Lily.
I'm so happy to be here. I really appreciate meeting everyone in your community.
I just want to show you off a little bit. This is the gift that we shared with our leadership folks. Every single person in our program, leadership and RG, got this. So how did you just come up with this?
Well, when I was doing my master's in business administration, my research was around employee wellness. I would pay attention to how people in meetings, they would take notes and they would write on the margin the things that they wanted to do. And it was things like lunch, ? Go for a walk, ? I'm like, why isn't our lives like just front and center? Why can't we put like our wellness front and center on the page?
So you develop all of these tools and materials. You start your business part-time because you have this full-time analyst job. And now you're here today to talk about 4 major things that we can do to really better align.
All right, so I think my first tip is to really create a routine for, like, people talk about morning routines all the time, right? I would love to see people create a routine for when they arrive at work. Like, what do you do on the first minute before you turn the computer on? My first tip would definitely be to create a morning routine that extends into your workday. Tip number 2, you guys have the notepad, right? Now, I would love for you to figure out a way that you think would be best to plan your week. You can either use time blocking to say, you know, between 12 and 1, I'm going to have lunch. This is a non-negotiable. And this is why I'm going to have lunch. And write it down on a little post-it note, like why it's important for you to have lunch. My third tip would be to day theme. Like, I have to provide updates on certain reports. And for my own sanity and my own personal workflow, I like to make sure that happens the day before my boss has to have his meeting with our dean. Time boxing, it's so important to have, especially if you're producing a very large report, if you're doing an annual report and things like that. You can't get it all done in one day. It's a lot more effective if you just maybe perhaps like work with incremental time. So then when it's due, you already have it ready.
Yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your tools, your energy, your enthusiasm. You know, I certainly hope that folks who are listening to this get inspired to get organized, to get high performance and high efficiency strategies built into your lives by the 4 key things that Carina talked about today, but also by going onto her website, grabbing some stuff for you, for your coworkers, for your families, to really move yourself forward faster, accelerated in your growth paths. So thank you again, Carina. I appreciate you, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.